This is Try Out Nature. In this video, we're going to talk about why your hiking boots might be slippery. We're also going to talk about some different options for you if you are not happy with your current solution. We're also going to talk about some ways that you can make your current boots usable if they are too slippery.
Yeah, so as far as shoes, if you have brand new boots, there's often a kind of glazed coating from the manufacturer. So right when you get them, they're probably not going to be great. Try to wear them in a bit before you go hiking in slippery areas.
The second reason your boots might be slippery is just depending on the hardness or the softness of your sole. And this could happen for many reasons. Some hiking boots just have harder soles, some have softer soles. You might also find that as you wear your hiking boot more often, if you're an avid hiker, that your sole gets softer over time. If you're like me, you go out, you enjoy hiking, but not as often, you might find that the hiking boot sole gets a little bit harder. The harder sole is not going to grip as well, while the softer sole might grip better, but there are pros and cons to each. You just might find that one is a little bit more slippery than the other.
And so a more extreme solution, if you're really unsatisfied with the traction on your boots, is to get trail runners, because they have a much softer sole, but still a little bit of that support, sort of like a hiking boot, at least more so than a regular running shoe. If you're not looking to buy new shoes, we have some other options. Another thing you can try is scuffing the bottom of your shoe to give it a little bit more traction. So maybe you could try hitting it against a sidewalk or something like that. Maybe even a little bit of sandpaper if you're gentle. Of course, you don't want to get so much of the traction off that it becomes flat like a bulb tire, because that's going to be counterproductive, but a little bit of scuff will probably add more traction.
Another thing you can do is just to try trekking poles. Those obviously don't do anything to help your boots be less slippery, but it will help you have more stability and more balance, which it kind of achieves the same purpose.
And then one more option is bare ground spray, which will run you about $10 to $20 depending on where you get it, and you just spray your boots with it, and it should help quite a bit. So consider that for a cheap option that is not as expensive as buying brand new boots.
Overall, there's quite a few solutions, things that you can do to make your boots be have a little bit more traction and be less slippery. There's always the option to go out and buy something that fits your needs better. If you found any of these things useful, go over to our website, tryoutnature.com, where we have a whole article on the topic, and you'll be able to find a little bit more depth about the things that we've talked about today.